I want to move to the North, the AFC North. And what team do you want to start with in the North?
I think it's only fair to AFC champs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like they're going to slide a little bit. I know everyone's talking about them as a prime regression candidate, but like when you look at their roster, they've gotten better.
Dude, almost verbatim what I was going to say, bro. Because I came into this, I'm like a month ago, I was like, oh, they're definitely going to miss the playoffs. They check all the boxes of regression. And then I'm like, damn, bro. They didn't get worse. I think they got better.
They got professional football players on the offensive line. Like
yes. They addressed the biggest weakness in the offseason.
Yeah.
And they literally did what Kansas City did last year.
Yeah.
Kansas City loses the Super Bowl to Tampa Bay. And then you're looking at it and you're like, holy shit, we have no offensive line help. Yeah. What do? We invest in the offensive line, both in free agency and in the draft. What does Cincinnati do? What's our biggest weakness? We can't have Joe Burrow, who has already blown out his knee. Mm-hmm. We can't have him getting sacked 9 times against Tennessee where, oh, man, thank the football gods we made it out of that game with him not dead.
Yeah.
And we won that game. And you're looking at it like they addressed all the needs. Is it fair to say that they're kind of in a win-now situation? If you look at Higgins is going to get a monster deal. Chase is going to get a monster deal. Yeah, like a year or two down the line. Mm-hmm. Burrow on the rookie contract. Some of those guys on defense.
I feel like when you make the Super Bowl, you put yourself in that position.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, but I agree with you on it from a financial standpoint. Yeah.
Bro, you're looking at like Chase is going to get north of 30.
Yeah.
Higgins will probably get like 15 to 20 based on what
I don't know how that's going to work, but
Boyd, he's not going to get that kind of money, but he's also not going to make $4 million.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to make some tough decisions.
Yeah,
there.
Joe Mixon got the bag not too long ago. So this is a team where
Trey Hendrickson's cap's probably going to hit a little high, but he's their most consistent defensive player.
So their win total's at 10. 34 touchdown passes to 14 interceptions. And he did all that with a shit offensive line.
Yeah.
It exceeded what we thought it might be. But it was still a bad offensive line.
No, it was a very bad offensive line. And also I think having a better offensive line will complement Burrow's style play better because he is someone that really likes to hold on to the ball. Like he is someone that will take chances. And unfortunately, he holds on the ball. It's going to lead to sacks. So
you heard what he said when they asked him about what the game plan is this year? He's like, throw it to the dogs downfield.
I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, like they got the most terrifying trio, and I'll put Boyd in there too because Boyd is just that crafty slot receiver. He complements them so perfectly. Yeah.
For what they want him to do and what he needs to do, there's not a better role player for him.
Because you got the two alphas. Yeah. Like you got them.
Yeah.
Like Higgins' late season run last year. Oof. Like if you told me T. Higgins is a top 10 receiver, like I'm not going to argue with you. I'm like, you make a strong pace.
Yeah, he's probably a number 1 wide receiver on half the teams in the league.
I think borderline 3/4.
Yeah, even more. I was just saying, like, off the top of my head, I was trying to rattle receivers, but
he is the complete package. Yeah. So to have that, it's just a matter of having the line. And I think now what's going to benefit them as well is I think Zach Taylor is finally realizing I got to get out of my ways of look. Joe Mixon is fantastic. I think Mixon put together his best body of work last year. It's just the offense has to go through Burrow. They have to be aggressive. They have to have Burrow throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game. Like this offense has a chance to average 30 to 32 points a game. So I'm hoping Zach Taylor could get out of his own way and start being more aggressive after seeing what Burrow did in that playoff run, or that Super Bowl run, I should say.
Let me give you some scheduling notes on them. Brutal end of the season, second half of the season. The Bengals will see teams like Buffalo, New England, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, and Tennessee, all of which will be looking for revenge. Well, Tennessee will be looking for revenge, and Kansas City from playoff losses to them. And the team also has a stretch of 4 road games in 5 weeks from week 2 to 6. Now, I think this comes down to this. If Joe Burrow really is that dude, which I think he is that dude, they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
And they had monster dominating wins last year, bro. They swept the Ravens. They swept the Chiefs. And if he has that thing that we think he has, and he proved it last year, like they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
And I came around on them missing the playoffs. It was like, going to be my take coming into this. And I'm like, nah, man, let me not be stubborn. I know the Super Bowl hangover, but the last couple of years, the teams still make the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, you don't win the Super Bowl, go back, but yo, that shit is hard.
Yeah. And I understand there are still the defensive currents that they seem like a bend don't break unit, even though good old Lou has them playing hard. But the secondary, like they're banking on Wuzie to replicate what he did last year. I'm not sure about that. We know about Eli Apple, Mike Hilton, solid slot corner.
Eli Apple's been yapping.
I mean, he's gonna get
Bro,
his.
when they play the Chiefs, Sky Moore and MVS and Juju, they're gonna have that. Even though they weren't on the team last year, like they're gonna go after.
I mean, Mahomes will.
Mecole Hardman and shit, because he did not stop yapping.
Yes.
Eli Apple, and I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah. So
Fuck that.
and then the Jesse Bates situation is a little concerning. So I think the Bengals defensively, their offense is going to have to put up points. But I do think that defense is just in this conference, they're not going to hold up that well. It's going to be mostly get a couple turnovers and just try not to allow 35 points. Keep teams under 30. Offense is good enough where we should win.